As education ambassadors, Nigel and I want to inspire success through education. We want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. So on that note, weekly on our podcast, we thought we'd bring you a snapshot of a person who we find inspiring. The people we want to feature may be an inspiration for various different reasons. Perhaps they have achieved something incredible, or they have led others to do something incredible. Whatever the reason, we want to celebrate them. We also want to discover what it takes to be an inspiration. So on our pilot episode, we'll be joined by one of the most recognizable faces in the country, not to mention the most beautiful. But it's not just her beauty that we find astonishing. She's equal parts showbiz icon, youth ambassador, philanthropist, and ATENEO graduate. Friends, if you could all join us in welcoming Janine Gutierrez.
Hello, po.
Hi, Janine.
Hello, po.
How are you? Hi po.
Thank you for doing this, po.
Yes po, thank you for agreeing to do this with us. We're really thankful po. You saying it is about as good as it gets.
Honestly,
Guys in Manila?
Yes po.
Okay. Hi! I was worried na baka ang layo ng time difference mo, you're in Paris or something.
No. I actually got home a few months ago po.
Okay.
So I had to go home. And we know you're busy po, so let's get down to it.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Miss Jin, can I share something? I have this favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy. Do you watch it?
Yes, I watched
Character
it.
Dr. Yang, and she met this other Dr. Izzy, who's absolutely gorgeous. So Dr. Yang told Izzy, if I was as beautiful as you, I wouldn't have a job, I wouldn't have skills, I wouldn't even know what you're reading. Miss Janine, I mean, you're Izzy. Obviously, you're perfect and you have a lot of things going for you. But why was it important for you to pursue a college degree?
Well, it was always something that my mom instilled in me from a young age, because I actually come from a family where education isn't really like a top priority. A lot of my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts, they went straight to showbiz without going to college. And my parents didn't go to college either. So I think my mom knew the value of finishing your education. And from a young age, she always instilled in me that I had to go to college, I had to get a degree, and that education was one thing that nobody would be able to take away from you. So that's why I always made it a goal.
It's your top priority.
Yeah.
So, for me naman po, I just have to say po that I'm as someone who's a teenager, someone who's still young. I'm really impressed because I think it's really a refreshing. You're really a refreshing role model for. Well, I'm not a girl, but for young girls, I think you're a really refreshing role model because I think with media now, I think it's really easy for a lot of children to look at YouTubers, look at TikTokers and say that maybe I don't need to go to school. Maybe I could find success somewhere else. I think it's really easy to think that, especially now. So, do you think, in saying this, do you think that we still need college to be successful today? And if yes, what is your message to those who think otherwise?
I think actually it's different for everyone, because there are also a lot of people who have become successful in their own fields without finishing college, diba? Or without going to school. But personally, I always think that if it's something that you can do and something that's important to you, then you really should do it. What my mom taught me, that education is something that can never be taken away from you, has really parang sobrang naging totoo siya in my life, even if I didn't pursue like an academic career, even if I went to showbiz. Because you learn about yourself in college, you learn about yourself through the people you go to school with, through your professors. Parang it's such a different environment that being there really makes you more knowledgeable, whether it be from your experience or from the lessons. And it also teaches you a lot about yourself and what you really want to do with your life. So I actually super admire you guys for this advocacy because it's so important. Like ako personally, I didn't know that there were so many options when it came to education. Kasi nga parang all around me and my family, nobody really prioritized it. Like, it's funny, diba? Parang, dapat your grandparents are like, oh, you finish school, you get good grades. But in my case, my grandparents were like, oh, kailan ka mag-aartista? So, parang, yeah. So it's so different, and it's kind of like the other way around. So, me being older than you guys, like, I really admire how you instill this in your peers and in younger people, because it's so important. And I didn't know also that there were so many possibilities with studying abroad, with the different schools, with scholarships, as in wala akong alam. So if you are interested in college, then you really should do the research and see like kung ano yung opportunities na pwede para sa'yo, because it's really, really gonna be life-changing.
Yes, well, actually, yung initiative, it helps high school seniors get into college by providing them with mentors who are successful and recent college grads, and they help kids with college admissions, scholarships, and give them student acts for college success. Miss Janine, did you have mentors when you were in ATENEO, or mentors who helped you succeed in showbiz, and how have they impacted you?
Actually, what comes to mind is a sort of mentor in high school. Because when I was in high school, I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Parang I would just go to school, parang study just enough. I wasn't really excelling or like work. I didn't have a goal. And then I had this one friend. She is my kabarkada. And then naging seatmate ko siya nung third year high school. So third year high school is usually the year where you need to get really good grades because that's what you're going to pass to your college applications, right? And then my seatmate was super obsessed. She knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to go to UP. And then after that, UP Law. And then she wanted to go to law school in Colombia. And then I was like, oh my gosh, grabe. She's thinking so far ahead. Ako, I'm just thinking if I can pass the paper due for tomorrow, diba? So it was such an influence for me na it's possible pala, and it's so important to have a goal and know what steps it takes to make your goal happen. So that was the reason why I actually started studying, and parang I need good grades, I want to get into a good school. So I know mentors are super, super important.
I have a follow-up question on that, Bob, because it's funny you say that, but because I know so many people. I think most of my friends, even the top 10 students in the batch, they're still really scared of not knowing what to do. I think a few weeks ago, I asked them what they wanted to be, and they almost broke down because they didn't want to be asked that, because they're still not sure about what they wanted to be. So do you think it's okay for going into college to have just only a general idea, not be as specific as your friend? But do you think it's fine to still get to know yourself even as you're in college?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think college also gives you like the time to figure out what you really want. Because when you're in college, diba, there are so many classes that they don't offer in high school.
Yeah.
So you also get a better idea of what you're interested in, what you're good at. And then you also learn a lot from your professors, diba? Because they share their career path, how they ended up becoming a professor. And then in college, you also kind of realize that it's okay to not have a super specific plan, like my friend. What I learned also in college is that having a specific degree doesn't mean that you have to pursue that career path. Like me, I took up kasi European Studies, International Business, and then I ended up in show business. My dream before was to become an ambassador. And then I see now like how I still work in a lot of the lessons I learned in college to what I do now. Because I'm not an ambassador in another country, but I'm an ambassador for WWF or for these other things that I believe in. So it's okay to not know, because you're gonna figure it out along the way.
Do you consider your college graduation the equivalent of taking your heels off after a long day in terms of complete freedom? and relief, or did you enjoy college and would consider going back to school?
Oh my gosh, I always wanted to go back to school actually. And it's still something that is always in the back of my mind. So it's something I do want to do eventually. Sobrang na-enjoy ko yung college. And diba, it's so fun. It's so fun. And
I can't relate yet.
you'll see. It's just so it's just like a fun and hard, and parang you grow up and you learn a lot about the world and about yourself, and I feel like it gives you the tools talaga to succeed. And graduation is like parang that final confidence booster that you did it, and if you did this, then you can do anything else.
So speaking of college, after Ateneo, you immediately started your showbiz career po. And personally, I'm very impressed. I'm really amazed genuinely of there's so many things that you do po. Honestly, it's really hard to list down. With the extensive body of work you've already compiled but at such a young age, I think even with successful people, it's still kind of hard to compare them to just how much you do po. So if you could, would you give us any success habits that you learned along the way that have really helped you so far?
I think what you said about mentors is a really good tip, because sometimes there's this belief that one person's success takes away from another person's success. So you may encounter people who don't want to share with you their tips or their success stories because you might copy it, or parang you might take their spot. But with sharing your knowledge, like no matter what knowledge you have, it's so important to share it. And I also am so grateful that I've been able to work with a lot of veterans, so many people more experienced than me. So I think one tip that I can give is to always talk to those who have come before you. Parang talk to the veterans, talk to your professors, ask questions, don't be shy to ask for help, because there's so much knowledge in people who have come before you, and that's something that will really help you in anything you decide to do.
Well, the showbiz industry, or any industry for that matter, is built upon rejection. And from a mental health perspective, how do you overcome rejection and not see it as a personal thing?
Oh my gosh, it is tough. It's super tough and it's heartbreaking, diba? Rejection is super heartbreaking. But I actually heard this from Reese Witherspoon. She's someone I really admire, because she's an actor who also does a lot. She has so many advocacy. She produces. She has her own company. So she's one of the people I look up to. And then she said that from a young age, her father would ask her, so what did you fail at today? And then it would be a good thing that, oh, you failed and you tried. And it's not a bad thing to fail, because you do learn from it. Oh my gosh, it's not Reese Witherspoon pala. It's Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx.
Oh, Sarah Blakely.
Yeah, Sarah Blakely. She's the founder of Spanx. Si Reese Witherspoon lang yung nag-interview sa kanya. I'm sorry. But her dad would ask them, so what did you fail at today? And then they made it a habit to actually try things and learn from failure. And then that way, it makes you stronger. And then you learn from your experiences. And you're not afraid of failing, because failing actually means that you tried and you learned something and you'll do better next time.
Yeah. So I guess you start from a young age to get used to failure. Yeah, and I never thought of that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So recently, I heard about this. You were called out for taking a stand on certain political issues, and I really admire just how much you speak out knowledgeably, articulately, and unapologetically. I think you're not sorry for anything that you say, which I think is really nice. It's really refreshing to see, especially today. So. And I personally think that change happens when people like you, other people out there that speak out and are, again, just not sorry about what they say. And I want to ask po, what is your message for kids who want to speak up but they're too shy. They're afraid of being rejected, of being dismissed, sometimes bullied po. So do you have a message for those who do have these ideas but just can't seem to find the voice?
If there's one thing I learned about speaking out actually makes you realize how many people were thinking the same thing, but just didn't say it. And more than rejection or fear of being criticized, you'll realize that if you do speak out, so many people will be inspired to do the same. And then it creates like a culture of community and like having each other's backs and fighting for the same thing. So I hope that you're never afraid to use your voice. And I hope you know that a lot of people are behind.
Watch your movie, Babae at Beril. It was awesome. You're such a brilliant actress.
Oh my God, you watched
And
it?
I also read your post about how proud you are that it's a female-led production and it's an empowering feminist film. Ms. Janine, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the gender situation in the Philippines and sexism in the film industry.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, thanks for watching. I'm so cute. But yeah, I really wanted to be a part of that project because it was so cool to be part of that team, that they were all women. And then it was about, empowerment and fighting back and taking your voice back. And I guess we're kind of in a, how do you say it? Like our leadership is kind of, yeah. What's the word?
We
I
understand.
mean, like when you perpetuate that kind of, like, it's like a, oh my God, it's like it's like the worst kind of patriarchy, I guess, because it's so blatant how our leadership talks to women, talks about women, and I feel like a lot of people do follow what they see, and it's hard because it like perpetuates this idea that it's okay to be like that towards women, to be demeaning and sexist, and that's not okay, diba? So it can be difficult, but that's why I really appreciate like women who are so generous with their projects and with their ideas, like you and your success, and just like finding a tribe that you can fight with or fight for something with. So yeah, it's hard in this kind of society, but if you're not afraid to stand up, then that's something.
In the movie, that gun in your hand gave you that transformative rush of power and confidence to take revenge on those who wronged you. And of course, in real life, we can't just wield the gun like how your character did.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is the best way to deal with people who hurt you, like in relationships or workplace?
Actually, there was supposed to be another version of the film that showed that the gun was just in her imagination, and in the end, she wasn't really holding anything. And I think my takeaway from the film was that you don't need violence, you don't need anything else to make you feel empowered, because that power is already in you. You just need to use it.
So,
Thanks for watching.
So for our last question for this part of the interview, is there any question, one question that no one ever asks you but you wish someone asked you? Po? And if so, if you do have a question, po, please answer that question.
Oh my God, that's such a good question.
Ask me that, I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have anything but honestly.
But yeah, I really like your questions. I super love talking to you guys kasi your questions are so like ang sarap sagutin. I need to think of that. I don't know.
Oh, you know.
I don't know any. I don't know. I wouldn't know either. I wouldn't know either. But I guess if I would want someone to ask, "But how are you?" I think that
was the most
that's fine.
important. Like not a lot
Yeah.
of people ask us, you know, like something.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's to either of your levels, but after school, I would want to talk to someone and
Aww.
have them ask. Because I'm usually the one who asks if they're okay. So I would want someone to ask that back. I think for me, that would be my question.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Well, I hope we didn't overwhelm you with too much questions, Janine. So that was for the serious part. And as for the last one, we're gonna play a little game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the 5-second rule, like the Ellen Show, from the Ellen Show. So each player takes a turn in the hot seat and has to answer a question such as name 3 things you can paint, or
I'm bad at
name
that.
3 yellow food, blah blah blah.
I'm
And
really bad
then
at
you only
that.
have 5 seconds to answer the question.
I'm really bad at that.
Okay, so like you and Nigel will play
Okay.
Okay, so just gonna
Okay, I'm not looking at the questions.
we'll start.
Okay.
This is just for entertainment, like for the viewers who want
Yeah,
to.
we thought it would be too serious
fun,
fun if
not
we just
serious
asked you
and fun.
hard hitting questions.
Okay, so just gonna. Okay.
I don't think it's not a
Who wants to start?
competition.
Do you wanna
It's not-
start?
It's not a competition.
Yes, I mean.
Okay.
If you wanna be, you know. Okay, pa.
Okay.
So this is the timer.
Who
po.
starts?
5 seconds. I'm just gonna like that. So it means 5 seconds now.
Show it. Ah, okay.
5.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll be the host.
Who starts?
Right. So this is the timer for my workout. So sorry for it. This workout is complete. Okay. Start.
Wait, who starts?
Do you want to start, Miss Janine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Name 3 things you're glad you stocked up on before the quarantine.
Oh my gosh. The lata.
Oh,
Toilet paper.
how about you? Your turn. Name 3 things you
wait,
just stocked
it's so
up before
practical.
the
Delata. I'm thinking. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Games.
Games. Why? Name 3 things you wish, Miss Janine. Name 3 things you wish you stocked up on before the quarantine.
So.
Cooking skills. Dog food.
Not food. Okay. How about you? Name 3 things you wish you stocked up on.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. And
What?
okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
More games.
More
food. Ay.
dog food then.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay,
More dog
next, Miss Janine.
That's so stressful.
Name 3 things that you miss going about into the world. You miss going about.
Confusing.
Watching movies outside, going to the beach, and airplanes.
Okay, how about you?
Oh, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Samgyu.
What?
Same.
Miss Janine, name 3 things you're going to do when this is over.
Okay, wait for that.
Fly, watch a movie, and get a massage.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Nigel, name 3 things you're going to do when this is over. 5, 4,
good. Samgyu.
3,
Go with
2,
friends. Watch a movie.
1. Miss Janine, name
Oh.
3 nicknames that you would not want.
Ja,
Ja.
and Janina.
Janine. That's a cute one. Okay,
Okay.
Nigel, name 3 nicknames that you would not want.
I got called kimchi.
What?
Yeah.
Because you're Korean.
Because
Because you're half Korean.
that's all I could think of.
Oh my
What?
Alright, that's it. That's all I
That's
could
it.
think of. I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Name 3 celebrities you'd want to quarantine with.
Oh.
Oh my god. Jane Fonda. Harry Styles.
Okay, name
Uh,
3 celebrities you want to quarantine with.
LeBron, AD, Kevin Durant.
Oh my god. You're a Laker fan?
Yes!
I'm a
course.
LeBron fan, po, not a Laker fan, but LeBron.
Oh, okay.
Name, Miss Janine, name 3 things that you like about staying home. 5, 4.
My bed, Netflix, and my balcony.
Okay, how about you? Name 3 things that you like about staying home.
NBA. NBA.
Okay. Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
how did I forget that?
Miss Janine, name 3 things that you haven't done since the quarantine but you thought you were going to do.
Oh my gosh. Like, hindi natuloy? Okay. Shooting, go to Japan, and go to New York.
What?
Wait,
I didn't hear
One,
that.
two, three, go. Name 3 things you haven't done since the quarantine but you were going to do.
Oh, workout.
Okay, Miss
That's
Janine
so-
wins! Yay! Okay,
Kala ko
Miss
di
Janine,
competition.
it is now.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Janine, for the last part, are you familiar with the Vogue 73 questions?
Yes.
Like, we're not gonna make it 73.
Yeah,
it's just like a
that's-
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Like,
Rapid fire questions.
parang si ano, Boya Bunda.
Wow.
No, I watched that. It's really stressful. It looked really stressful.
What's your reference?
Okay. Oh, I'll read it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it should be like really.
Okay. What genre would a movie about your life be?
Romantic comedy.
Oh, okay. Do you always push the door when it says full?
No.
What would your warning label say if every person was required to have one?
Flammable.
Ooh.
So, why is the boxing ring square?
4 corners for more options.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather reverse one decision you make every day or be able to stop time for 2 minutes every day?
Reverse one decision every day.
Okay, yeah. Okay. If you were guaranteed the correct answer to one question, what would you ask?
Lotto numbers.
Okay, tell me what you think your dog thinks about you.
Why hasn't she left the house in 6 months?
That's true. Okay, if you had to choose your future husband based on just one question, what question would you ask?
Are you ambitious?
If you're about to get into a fight, what song comes on as your soundtrack?
Oh my gosh, ang dami. I'm
Just thought
thinking
about it.
I'm Kanye song and I'm thinking of Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What, if anything, would make you walk out in the middle of a movie?
Oh my gosh, maybe if they did like actual animal cruelty.
Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout everything?
Oh my gosh, good questions.
Hard hitting.
Maybe whisper so I'll draw people in.
Can you think of a movie title that best explains your life currently?
Stuck. Literally.
If you had to give up on one thing that you do every day, what would it be?
Procrastinate.
We're all guilty of
That's
that.
true.
Oh my gosh, so bad.
What do you think people automatically assume about you when they look at you?
Maarte.
What? No?
Parang ikaw.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Ikaw.
May attack?
What song would best describe your life?
That's a good one. We'll all float on.
Which of the 7 dwarfs is most like you? Oh, I know my answer. Clumsy.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm like a different dwarf every day. Grumpy, happy.
Okay, would you rather have a dog brain in your human body or your human brain in a dog's body?
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like I have a dog brain in my body.
Same.
This will be fast.
Oh, sorry. What shouldn't have happened but happened anyway?
The I guess the last president.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, we're moving on. What food would be the best to make a house out of?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. What's like a strong food?
There's only one correct answer.
Is there a correct answer?
No, but there should be.
I guess. Bacon.
Oh, I love ginger.
I would say gingerbread.
Why?
Gingerbread man, the gingerbread house. Okay. If you were in a Disney movie, what would you choose as your animal sidekick?
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
I think I would want to be Merida in Brave and then have the bear as my sidekick.
Scary. Okay. When making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do you put on the peanut butter or the jelly first?
Oh my gosh, I hate jelly.
What?
Same.
Jelly?
Really? Same?
I only like peanut butter,
Oh.
but I don't
But
like
I hate
it.
peanut butter.
I don't like jelly.
Oh my gosh.
What makes you roll your eyes over every time you hear it?
Campaign jingles?
Oh. There was rapid fire, but then I forgot the one politician po who was running for Senate, I think, and it Budots. That was
I
his
know.
commercial.
Heard about it.
Oh my god.
And that was everyone moved on from Budots, but that was still his campaign. Oh my
Yeah. And it gets stuck in your head.
god. I mean, it works. Yeah, it does get
Yeah.
stuck in your head. Would you rather relive the same day for 365 days or lose a year of your life?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Heavy.
Maybe relive the same day na lang.
Oh, okay. When you see a puddle, do you walk around it or jump over it?
Jump over it.
Okay. Same.
Step on the edge.
Yeah.
If you got stuck in a room and were forced to listen to only one song, which song would that be?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so hard.
I can't think of one.
I think I'll listen to an Adele song and wait for the rain and look out the window since I'm stuck in.
Oh, Adele.
If you could choose anyone, living or dead, who would you choose to lead our country?
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
I had this project and I looked up Ramon Magsaysay. I think it's really good. He's a really good president. That's what I read.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
What's your answer?
vote for Miss Jenny. Yes.
Maybe one of you guys.
Wow. Harvard na lang, Harvard. Go Harvard.
Stop. Okay, and alright. We have a lot. I'll choose the best one for the last. If you could trade lives with anyone, who would it be?
Selena Gomez.
Ooh, your favorite.
Actually, wait. I changed my mind. Maybe. Oh my God, it's so hard. Okay, I choose Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
How about you? If I asked you.
I would say Michelle Obama. Or
But
Oh my God, that's a good
It's
answer.
really stressful.
well, I like how she talks and how
Okay,
she's very
that's true.
likable.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I think I asked you 30 questions, boy.
Wow.
I think
It was a-
if it's not 30, then I'm getting OC. I don't want to put that.
Thank you, Miss Janine, for
Yeah.
playing along.
Thank you so much,
Really
po.
appreciate it.
Oh,
You're
you.
really fun to.
Yeah, we were scared. We actually had a conversation before you came on, and we were scared.
Because we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. What if you were tired pala po and we called you at
We don't wanna
the
bother
wrong
you too
time?
much.
Oh my gosh, don't ever think that.
You're really, really kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really appreciate for your time.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun talking to you guys. And if ever you need anything, just message me.
We were so happy that you were so game to do
Yeah.
this. That's why.
Yeah, we're not trying to over compliment you, po, but
Yes, po.
genuinely.
Sorry po if we keep complimenting you. We're just
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hindi na ako ito.
Yeah, but genuinely, po, it was really refreshing to see celebrity, someone of millions of people that know you, but you're still so unafraid just to speak your mind, but you don't care. As long as you stand for what's right, which is cliche to say, po, but I really see that in you, po, in my sister, my other sister, my entire family. But as long as what you stand for is right, what you think is right, then it's really inspiring. It's really refreshing to see. Po. So yeah, sorry, that was really long.
No, but you're super right. I think it's so important because I think as Filipinos we're kind of super humble, 'di ba? And like mahiyain, and then sometimes when you're like that, parang just out of being polite, it also kind of affects your mindset that parang when you keep saying na, hindi, parang kayo na lang, or baka hindi ko kaya, or nakakatakot, parang it also is something that you'll eventually believe if you keep saying it, diba? So I love how you focus on rejection, and I feel like confidence and courage can be practiced. And if you just like keep putting yourself out there and keep saying what you feel and saying what you mean, then that's eventually how you're gonna live your life. So thanks, guys, because I think it's so
much.
cool.
And thank you, Enoch.
Really,
Thank you so
po.
much for your time.
Thank you. Thank
Stay
you,
safe.
guys.
Enjoyed po.
Yeah, and stay safe, po. Stay safe.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I super enjoyed. And I'll ask you again in the future about studying abroad because my little sister really wants to study abroad.
Yeah,
So
by all
Okay.
means, po.
Yes,
Yeah.
po, of course.
Okay.
Thank you so much
Okay.
Thank
po.
you. Thank you,
hey
po.
guys, nice to meet you. Just message me anytime. I had so much fun. This was like one of the most fun interviews ever.
Oh my God.
Guys.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying
Wow.
after.
I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, bonjour à tous. In our campaign, our mission is to help kids whose access to college isn't always guaranteed. There are millions of kids who can't go to college. That's an injustice that affects all of us. We all know the kids who go on to finish their education have better and happier lives. And when that happens, the whole country benefits. So through COVID-19, we want to clear away roadblocks to kids' access to college education. Every kid deserves a chance to go to college and succeed. The big aha moment for me was when I realized that education does have the power to change your life and circumstances. And for those who do have the opportunities to go to college, don't squander it. There's nothing more important that you can do for yourself than getting a college degree. Go to nigeljeon.com and find out how you can help kids earn their college degree and fulfill their boundless potential. Thanks everyone. Merci pour votre aide.